Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for today's upload. We've got a lot of things to talk about, but this may be a bit of a longer video, but I do think it can be helpful to you guys. So let's begin with the transfer list real quick there. I took the coins on a lot of players. All of them were into profits. De Bruyne was bought at around 630, so that's around 10 or 15k profit. Those two De Bruynes were bought at 230 and 235, which is very good profit in my opinion. Munains, I had a few of them, which I had bought at 148, so those ones sold at break even. And one was won through bids at 135, so I took the coins there too. And Didi sold at 80. Icone that I was buying at 250, they sold at 279. That's a player that is gonna drop in price extensively because a lot of people invested into those cards. So I just went ahead and took the coins. Most of them, like all of them, were bought at 91. The ones that were bought a bit more expensive at 100k, those ones are lazy listed at the moment. And I'm trying to get the coins there by maybe baiting a few lazy buyers. Here's another Icone which I sold at 269, which was also bought at 250. Some more Ducourets that I had invested on overnight, bought them at around 72, 73, and sold them all at 86 and 84. Eggstein, same thing. I took the coins. Those two were bought at 52, so I took the coins there. Now, Malin, today, right before content drop, I was looking at the market. It was maybe like 10 minutes before content drop, and I told myself that Malin, there was one listed at 99k. I told myself there's no way that this card will go lower. So I went ahead and bought him and immediately sold him as soon as I saw Team of the Season is around the corner. But I made one mistake. When I bought Malin, I also bought a Garrett Bale. Now, I bought him at 144, thinking that he may rebound around 1.6 or maybe 1.55. A bit of coins here and there before Team of the Season never hurts, but this one really hurts. Last time I checked, he was 1.3. So at some point, I'm just going to take the loss. At the moment, I'm still holding, thinking that there may be some sort of a rebound. Even the least of the rebound I'll try and get out of some of those cards. Team of the weeks, no tension at all, no tension whatsoever. Those cards are the ones that are gonna rise the most. And not because people use them, but because we're gonna get more and more SBCs, especially this week, maybe starting tomorrow, we're gonna see a lot of SBCs because EA will try and suck up as much coins as they can. Already today, by releasing Team of the Season loading screen a week in advance, is to basically ruin everybody's investments which they had made on Foot Birthday. It's not like EA doesn't know that. EA knows a lot of people invested into Foot Birthdays and special cards, and they made sure that they killed everyone's investment in order to maybe suck up as much coins as they can from the market. Now, I also bought a Hernandez. Three cards I bought: Malin, which went really well. I made around 10k, but Lucas Hernandez and Bale are currently a flop. Douglas Costa, I had a lot of profit in those, but at the moment, I would basically take a tax loss, most probably, but I'm still holding, waiting for that small rebound. Rashford, I'm going to take quite a loss on him, but he's fresh, so I may be able to maybe lazy sell him at the moment. If he sells at that price, I'm going to lose around 20k. But because he's fresh, I do expect somebody to maybe buy him. In terms of the other Foot Birthdays, to be honest with you guys, at this point, I just don't see why I would sell them. They're so low. Danny DaCosta is below 190 as we speak. There's no point of selling them. And I do think at some point they may rebound because of maybe some link investments or things like that. So I'm just gonna hold them. It's not a lot of coins. Most of my coins are in informs and stuff like that. Maybe a few players like Heung-min Son and maybe Rashford, a few like 1.5 mil players, including Bale. This is where my coins are, but I'm not very much worried. I took a lot of coins yesterday and today, taking a lot of profit here and there. Here's the Heung-min Son, which I was able to sell yesterday at 1.4 mil fresh. I saw a few getting bought, but I held on thinking that I may be able to get maybe 50, 60K more. And at the moment, I would be happy just to break even, but I'm still holding. I'm trying to see if maybe I can bait someone into lazy buying, just like I did with that Hazard yesterday. But Lamar is going to be gone as soon as he expires. I'm just going to list him at the price. I bought him at 111, so I'm most probably just going to take a tax loss. I'm left with an Icone as well, which I'm going to take the tax loss, but I'm going to get out of this card. Now, I'm not encouraging you guys to panic sell your cards. The cards that I would actually panic sell are cards like Lozano. Lozano is a card that you guys may panic sell. He is gonna get dumped into the market like crazy because there's a lot of supply and now people are just gonna empty their clubs, and most probably those cards don't have a reason to rebound because I just played two weekend league games, which by the way one of them was a cheater who got me the disconnect, and then he just writes to you on Spanish, mocks you. So either way, everybody was rocking untradeable teams, and you could see it because a lot of people had good players, SBC players, and then you would see a Dembele, a gold Dembele. So basically, people are rocking untradeable teams. If not, they're buying only cheaper players. Now something just sold. I want to have a look what it is. So I don't see a reason for those cards to maybe rebound whatsoever. It may happen, but if it does happen, it's going to be in 2 weeks. I just can't see it happening at the moment. Is that an Icone that sold? I just want to have a look. I do think it's an Icone. Yeah, it's an Icone at 267. So I'm out of the Icone. So this one sold. I was just basically speaking about selling this on break even or taking a tax loss. And basically, I just made some coins out of it. So that's good. Guys, lazy sell your cards, the ones that you're very, very stuck with, the ones that have accumulated a lot of losses. Now, I do wish I would have started my YouTube channel a bit earlier, and that rewards day flip video, I kind of regret it at the moment because a lot of cards most probably made you guys lose coins. But unfortunately, this was just wrong timing with Team of the Season coming out. But what I want to do here is basically whatever happened, happened. But now it's time to maybe turn the page and look at how we're going to recoup that loss. Not only for you guys, for me as well. I have some losses to take with Gareth Bale and Rashford and Douglas Costa. So what to do now? Do not invest into special cards, even with undercuts, because I do think at the moment people do not want to spend coins. If you want the best example, this guy right here was extinct for the longest time I can remember, ever since he came into packs. At the moment, he's not selling at 15 mil, and he's popping up on the market every now and then, and more cards are getting sold for cheap. Even if we look at a guy whom around 3 weeks ago, he was extinct on the market. At the moment, he's not selling for 10.5 mil. So I would tell you guys, the best investment, in my opinion, where you guys will be able to make coins, I can almost guarantee the coins for you guys, which I don't want to do, but this is what I'm going to do in order to make coins, is to buy informs. Now, it's not only Bonucci. I like Bonucci at the moment because he's into packs, and I do think at times you guys may be able to get a few snipes. I've seen a few being listed at 45, 44. But it's just a quick example. But any sort of inform, 83 and plus. Do remember even last year when we had those guaranteed Team of the Season, we may get a guaranteed community Team of the Season player. A lot of good SBCs are going to come out. A lot of stuffs like that. So I do think you cannot go wrong with informs, and you just can't go wrong buying fodders. Today we saw, I told you guys to invest into fodders. Today we saw the fodder market, the 85 and the 84s. I was writing fodder right there. They rose a ton. Even if we look at a guy that usually does not rise a lot because of the links, he's Colombian, which does not really make him that much valuable in terms of SBC fodder. But even he rose today. So basically, you cannot go wrong with fodders. Every time you see fodders dropping in price, pick them up, stack them in your club, make a club stock. They will come in handy, I promise to you guys. Uh, you won't go wrong with fodders and you won't go wrong with team of the weeks. In terms of trading, give it some time. Let maybe the panic selling happen the whole week. Let people rock untradeable teams next week as well. 2 weeks from now will be the time that a lot of cards will be getting too cheap not to buy. And I can give you guys an example. The first day of sell off is basically was yesterday, but we could say accelerated sell off was today. You can already see this guy, Lacazette, before content drop. Nobody was selling even a coin below 940, 945. And at the moment, you can buy him, and there's plenty of him on the market at below 850, which is crazy. This is why I'm not selling mine. I have accumulated so much losses into those. I think I've got three tradable players in my team. Yeah, it's Lacazette. So much losses 1.3, 2.45, and with Cancelo at 250 that I'm not even trying to sell them. I've basically made them untradeable for me now. So there will be a time when those players will be just so cheap that we're going to invest into them. Just keep an eye out for this. We should have very good trades to do within the next 2 weeks. I would say time frame wise, you guys have maybe to get out of non-meta players. What I would call a non-meta player is maybe a guy like Lozano, even though he fits the meta this year, but he's less in demand. And a less meta player is maybe a guy like Egestein. You have maximum until tonight. A lot of people are grinding weekend league at the moment to try and get it done and sell their team and get liquid. I would say from exactly the moment I speak, which is when the upload will come out, you've got maybe until the night time, maybe a few hours, 4 or 5 hours before you see an even bigger drop in the market. We can already see it because a lot of people are done playing weekend league, and you're gonna see a ton of undercuts. Have a look at that. This guy listed at 850, a 5k undercut on the 855. There's an 848. If you keep refreshing, we're gonna see an 840 definitely, and then you're gonna see it going even lower. But at some point in 2 weeks, we're going to see this card maybe at 700k. This will be the time to invest because people will start going hardcore into weekend leagues to try and get the best possible finish, to get better packs, and especially better, more red player picks. Because if you guys are not aware, there's the 840 I was talking about. If you guys are not aware, you can pack in your red player picks team of the season players at some point. So people are going to go hardcore and they will start buying back those players. So this is not the exact time. I'll let you guys know when the right time comes. In terms of the SBCs, upgrade SBC packs, which we're going to get, definitely we're going to get at some point, I would say be careful and keep your rares. Rares will have a lot of value. But most importantly, if you want to pack a player untradeable, you're gonna need the rares to complete those upgrade SBCs. If I'm not mistaken, even last year it took, like, for example, to get a Premier League SBC upgrade, the upgrade pack. If you want to complete it, you would need to submit 11 rare players from that league. So do keep your rares. You can see my club is stacked at the moment, 2,555 players. Now a lot of them are gold. I would really tell you guys that you can see right here 958 rare players. Now I would really advise you guys to make sure that you guys keep your rares. I've also kept the pack that we got today. I would start saving up packs for that. Same goes for rare players. Those ones will have a lot of value to you guys. In terms of league SBCs, which is another thing which I wanted to speak about, what you guys can do at the moment, once the promo will come out, this is just something I've noticed with Foot Birthday. Foot Birthday, as soon as the promo came out, people were grinding League SBCs like crazy to pack them tradable. Because if you can't afford, or if you don't want to put FIFA points and you want tradable packs, you won't be able to grind them through upgrade packs because those ones are untradeable. So what you will need to do is to complete League SBCs. Now, what happened during Foot Birthday? I can give you guys an example right here if they have not risen already. What happened? This guy right here, the center back from Paderborn, was selling for 12, 13K on the market because the demand to complete League SBC was just so damn high that those players had skyrocketed. Now, at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a center back for 5K. This one is a first owner, but I had one at 5K. You can get those left backs for less than 1,500 coins at the moment. I guarantee you guys, as soon as Team of the Season will come out, I guarantee you guys that this player will be minimum 3 4K because the demand to complete League SBC will be huge. And now, a Paderborn SBC just gives you a small Prime Electrum players pack. But if you have a look here, Köln right there, Hertha, Bayern Munich, all of them give you very good packs. And if you want to recycle it, the only way to recycle is to complete all the teams. So I would say start doing the ones that are expensive at the moment. Just go on Footbin, have a look at the most expensive teams. Most of them teams will be silver, like mostly silver players. Try and complete those and keep all the good teams open, like teams like Bayern Munich and all of those teams open that you guys will be able to complete with your rival rewards, your weekend league rewards, whatever pack supply. So basically, you're completing those leagues and you're getting packs back which are tradable for free just by grinding the game, right? With your rewards or whatsoever it is, whether it's squad battles or pack supply. And those packs, you guys will be able to open them during the promo, Team of the Season promo. And if you complete even 2 leagues, which costs you around 500K from scratch, which you guys won't do because you'll have those players in your club. If you pack a single Team of the Season, like everything is paid, right? So this is just something which you guys can do. And not only that, what you guys can do is to start investing into those teams. There is Paderborn, which is very expensive in the Bundesliga. There is Union Berlin, which is very expensive in terms of Serie A. Brescia, I don't know how you call that. There is Hellas Veronas, which is quite expensive as well. In the Prem, you have Norwich, and you have Sheffield United. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to complete those teams tonight to make sure that I have all of this opened. In terms of La Liga, if you guys want to know as well, it's Osasuna, which is very expensive. And there is Mallorca, which is also very expensive. So you guys can buy silver players from that team, but make sure just don't go on the market and buy them. Make sure if you buy a left mid that a left mid is required into that formation. So make sure you do that as well. Now, in terms of the best investment, I've just said it, it's going to be informs. Do not be scared to buy informs. I would say buy as many informs you guys want to buy. There is no stress at all. At the moment, you guys can see I've got 6.4 mil. I'm just waiting to get completely liquid from all those players right here. As soon as I do that, my whole transfer list will be filled with informs, and my club will be filled with fodders. But fodders, I'm going to wait for them to get a bit cheaper during the next supply. But informs, it's going to be huge. You guys are going to make a ton of coins. If you guys appreciated the content, then please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below or on Twitter. I don't mind. If you guys have any questions or anything which I did not cover, I'm trying my best. Let me know. And I'll see you guys most probably on Monday for the next one, because I usually don't upload on the weekend, but I'm gonna try my best to upload tomorrow, especially if we do have something which is significant. So I'm gonna try and make that upload happen. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.